my second benefit, Yuriy Stetsenko.
Friends, nowadays sport became essential part of our life. But I want to say not about professional sports that are on international arenas on TV screen. I want to say about you ordinary people leisure activity, but not this kind of activity with bottles and drinking alcohol. I want to say about real sport. The majority of arguments for the benefit of sport usually defend health and fun. But I want to tell you one story that happened in those times when people did not practice sport. Perhaps they did not have enough leisure time. This story happened with Serafim Sarovsky. This is one of the most honorable holy men in Russian Orthodox Church. He lived at the time 18th and 19th centuries. Once he took the sack with stones, put on his back and carried it such a load. People asked him, "Why do you do that? You will be tired soon for nothing." But the man kept moving. And then he said, "It will be better for me to get tired from these stones than my own thoughts." 200 years passed, but the same problems remain. Often and often people are depressed by upsetting thoughts. Why do we not follow Sarovsky method? As you know, I am a lawyer. In my legal practice, I often meet cases that are not clear for me at first glance. I feel full of doubts often, and I can think about such cases over and over. And I would play these mental games constantly. But I found my own sack. He is here. It's not with stones, lighter, but it has weight also. It's my brain cleaner. Let's have a look. As you see, there is kimono, or if to be correct, it calls gi. Twice a week, I put on this garment and try to recharge my mind. I train Jiu-Jitsu. It's wrestling that looks very much close to judo, but there is difference between them. Judo wrestlers try to throw each other on the ground and they get pounds for each throw. But for Jiu-Jitsu wrestler, fighting on the feet makes no use, because a real fight for them starts on the ground. And they try to finalize with painful hold on different joints like shelter, elbow, knee or other joints, or with strangle hold around the neck, like this, trying to cause difficulty in breathing for opponent. Why do I get this occupation? I don't want even mention about physical exercises or about them. First is for old men, second for too young. I am neither old nor young. I try to chase new experience. For years I practiced judo, sambo and other wrestlings, but Jiu-Jitsu is different. It's not about strength, it's about technique. Some movements are difficult for me to performance, but I see some movements are even uncomfortable. But for me it's more mental than physical exercise. Do you remember? To get comfortable being uncomfortable. It's like in real life. The more simple things you do, the harder life you have. As I said, training helped me to reconstruct my thoughts after legal match. During training, I do not think about my cases, my clients, my opponent, judges. I focus on Jiu-Jitsu and I get refreshment. Benefit for me? Sure enough, for my mental state and for my physical state, for my career. I want to say that Jiu-Jitsu may be used not only in gi, and with no gi also. And I want to say a few words about gi. Usually jackets, lapels and sleeves are used for holding, but there are few tricks here. Jacket must be fitting in well with your needs and your rival needs. What I mean? For example, it will be better for you, for your defense and for your attack, than you hold your rival at least for one sleeve. You can take here, here on the elbow, but sometimes sleeves may be shorter or even tighter. It may be done to your rival intentionally. He wants to get advantage, because if he bends his arms, you cannot take for grip. Your rival get advantage, but it's not benefit. Why? You understand later. Another point about gi. As you see, that is not smooth fabric. Some producers use very rough fabric, so rough that you cannot even hold it for sleeves. And do you know for what purpose backs use shells? For defense. And wrestlers in such jackets from such rough fabric are as in shells. It's good for defense. It's good for competition, then the man wants to win at any cost. But it's not benefit also. Why? Because there is always reverse side. It's like in real life. If you want to receive, you have to give first. You cannot stay in comfort zone and grow up. You have to try something challenging. Jiu-Jitsu is likewise. If your gi is shorter, tighter or made from a rough fabric, you have advantage. You can think less about your defense and more about your attack. But under such circumstances, you do not learn how to defend yourself. You do not grow. Sooner or later, you will change your gi, but you lost chance to improve your skills and your techniques. So friends, now you know my way how to clean forts and get benefits. I am sure every one of you have your own methods and you know how to get benefits from your favorite occupation. But then next time, during everyday communication with other people, you will hear these expressions: to get comfortable, being uncomfortable. The more simple things you do, the harder life you have. If you want to receive, you have to give first. Remember, all these are about Jiu-Jitsu. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You didn't give me a chance to hold you for a sleeve, you know, because sometimes